welcome to another video. In today's video, I am going to be ranking all the roller coasters at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. So, let's get into it. At number 10 is Blue Flyer. Now, this is probably the scariest ride at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. It's just so scary and it feels like you don't go fast, but you actually go super fast. And it's absolutely scary. I'm just joking, it's just a kiddie roller coaster. You do get a bit of airtime off the drop on the back row. Front row, don't get anything. Well, second to back row, you don't get anything. I've done it before. And it's kind of bad. It could be better if it had 2 laps. So, number 10 is Blue Flyer. Number 9 is Steeplechase. Now, this is quite a fun ride on a horse, racing 2 other people, or 3, but when I went 2 times, the yellow one wasn't open, it was only the red and the green. And the green always wins between red and green, because it's the closest on those ending 3 turns. But except from that, it's a really good ride, barely any seatbelts, so it feels like you're going faster and you wouldn't fall out. And it's quite good, could be a bit faster, though. And it should have a bit better drops. It more messes around and goes straight than it actually drops down, which I think is the one downside. So, number 9 is Steeplechase. Number 8 is Big Dipper. And if you've watched my The Best and Worst roller coaster at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, you'll see this has gone up by a lot. Because I had a second back row ride, and it was quite smooth. You got a bit of airtime, not a lot, but it was quite good. Not the best ride ever, but fun. I got a few head choppers. And, well, it creates a really good head chopper that I'll get to later. And it's quite fast for an old wooden roller coaster. Now, it's not that fast. But probably for 1923 it was made, I think. It was fast and tall. And it was actually extended in the 1930s or 40s because first it was considered a bit boring. So that's just an interesting fact. At number 7 is Avalanche. Now, this is really good if you go back row, not that good if you go front row. And it's very uncomfortable if there's 2 adults sitting on. Because what you do is, if there's 1 adult and 1 child, the adult sits with their legs open and the child sits in the middle. So, if there's 2 adults on, it will be quite uncomfortable. And you do get little pops of airtime over those turns on the back row. On the front you don't. On the back you do. And it's actually quite fast and scary. It doesn't look that fast and scary, but it really, really is. At number 6 is Nickelodeon Shriek. Now, I've had 2 front row rides on this, and even on the front row, you get some good airtime. Now, I've never experienced the back, but I need to. So next time, I probably will, because it gives some good airtime in the front, especially that ending hill is absolutely ejector. It just gives ejector airtime on that final hill. The rest give floater. And it's really good on those ending buddy hills. Like right here, you drop down, get some good airtime, go back up, get a bit of airtime, drop back down, get more airtime. And then that just keeps happening about 3 to 4 times. And it's really good. So, at number 6 is Nickelodeon Shriek. At number 5 is Infusion. Now, this has gone down a lot. It's gone down 5 spaces from number 1. Because I got a rougher ride, let's say. It was quite rough when I went on it. And, it was intense. And I got a bunch of leg choppers that made me tuck my feet in. Like, on that start of the inline twist and the end, you get proper leg choppers. It's really good over the lake, but there's a lot better. So, number 5 is Infusion. At number 4 is none other than Grand National. Now, this is good on the back row. The best bits on this ride are the double downs. The double downs give you some absolutely insane airtime. The best airtime at the park, by far. It's just intense, by far. And you, like this hill there, is when you start to realise that this is absolutely insane and that it has insane airtime on the back row. Not sure about the front, never been on. But the back is definitely the best. And bits like here are the best, where you drop down and you properly get some airtime. And here, you really get some airtime on that back row. You get whipped over everything. Except those slow turns. No one gets whipped over those. And you properly get some airtime. Like, this is if the Apple coaster at Pleasureland's back row was times by 100. And then there's 100 of them. It's probably some of the best airtime ever. Like, in history. At number 3 is Revolution. Now, this is a great ride that you get some good ejector airtime on the drops. On the front row, this is the best because you feel better airtime backwards than forwards because you don't know when it's going. But on the front row, it's better because, well, you don't know when it's coming and you're the fastest and you get whipped over more. And it is quite scary too. Most of the time I didn't have my hands up and I was holding on. And it's the most intense at the park. The big one's obviously the scariest, but this is the most intense. I think it pulls from like 3.5 Gs to 4 Gs or something like that, but I'm not sure. At number 2 is Icon. Now this has gone up from like number 4 to number 2 because I got a front row ride and a second to back row ride. Not sure which one was better, but on both, every single little twist, I just slightly raised from my seat, and it was so good. And the best bit though, the roll here is just falling straight into your seatbelt, and it's super good. Quite fast. Not the fastest in the park, but it is quite fast. The second fastest, I think. Just slightly faster than Infusion, but not as fast as the big one. That's the best moment of airtime. That airtime hill there. It's very, very, very good. At number 1, if you couldn't tell, it's the big one. When I went on this, on the second to back row, or was it the back row? I forgot. It was great. I was scared, and it was great. My hands were up after that first hill. Then my hands were up, and it was really fun. And it's super fast, like 85 miles per hour or something. And 213 feet tall. It's great. And you do get some good airtime. The best bit of airtime on the back row is out of the station. Yes, I'm not lying. I'm not joking. When you go out the station on the back row, you, for some reason, just get launched out your seat. It's really weird. And here's the best head chopper. Boom. So, Big Dipper produces a great head chopper for this ride. And it's quite good. It's definitely the best in the UK I've been on. Maybe beaten by Smiler. You never know. Thank you for watching today's video, and please feel free to like and subscribe because it's completely free and it really helps me out. And I hope you enjoyed today's video, and bye!